And we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, you clicked on this video to understand what Gaggiuino or Gaggimate is, or what it does. And I'm going to keep it short and sweet, on point, and as specific as I can be. I'm going to turn it on. This is my Gaggia Classic Pro. If you watch my other video, this is, according to me, the best coffee machine there is. Again, for the price point, you know, sweet spot. This works for me. We got 3 levels of dealing with this machine. You can go online, you can buy this machine for $720 Canadian, I believe. 720 is the stainless steel model. That's the cheapest version. Gaggia Classic Pro E24. So you have a brass boiler, thermal stability, everything is perfectly fine. You can pair it with the grinder, and you're set. You're good. You're gonna make amazing espresso. There is nothing you need to do extra, or you're gonna kind of dive into this whole world of espresso and what works, what doesn't work. It's a whole, like, in the last 10 years, this whole industry became crazy. So what essentially Gaggiuino and Gaggimate do is as follows, and I'm just gonna keep them as same. I understand they're different, but I'm gonna keep them as a same upgrade for Gaggia Classic Pro. Gaggia Classic Pro, especially the older models, the ones with the aluminum boiler, had a problem with thermal stability. So apart from the boiler not having enough mass to kind of hold that thermal mass, the thermostats are pretty standard. So you have a water heater at home, so that's the same concept. Even the oven works the same way. You have a thermostat that's set for a certain degree number. For this, I'm not sure, but let's say it's 95 degrees Celsius. Electricity flows, reaches that temperature, thermostat says off, it goes down, and then it goes on again. So it kind of tries to maintain that that set temperature. The thing is, those thermostats are kind of, for lack of a better word, very broad. So you have this like sinus curve of the temperature going up and down, and that's what they call temperature surfing. That's where you kind of follow the boiler when it's on and off, and then you have the optimal temperature, because, you know, sometimes you're gonna brew a coffee that's like maybe 91 degrees, and sometimes, you know, 94, 92. Like, it's the inconsistency. Let's say, can you taste it? I don't know. Yes, you can, but like maybe somebody doesn't, so who cares? But to eliminate that, we're coming to stage 2 or level 2 of this Gaggia Classic Pro upgrade. People used to install a PID. PID is, just simply put, a more precise temperature control. You can set it to what it needs to be. Let's say 94, 95 degrees. I have it here set to 93 degrees. This is a Gaggimate. The PID essentially just holds the temperature a little better, whereas the sinus curve for a thermostat goes like this. The PID kind of goes tick 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 tick, dips a little bit, and goes back. If you follow here, you can see it blinking. That's every time it's trying to push back and maintain temperature. You can see it how often it does it. So essentially what you're doing is making a more consistent espresso. With having obviously consistent temperature, your results on a daily basis, if in the morning you drink an espresso, you are set, kind of in that sense. And that was all fine and dandy for a couple of years, and people installed PIDs on Gaggias, on Ranchilios, on various types of coffee machines, and then some coffee machines come with a PID included in it, and obviously they're more expensive. And then you can go into like dual boilers and if you steam milk and so on and so forth. But like I said in my previous video, if you're just drinking espresso and you occasionally drink a milk drink and you're not you know, making coffee for a party, this is amazing. PID, even better. Boss level, level 3, that's a Gaggiuino or Gaggimate. So what does it do? So apart from it being, let's say, close in price, a PID is between $200 and $300. You can make it cheaper if you order parts from AliExpress, you assemble it yourself and do all that stuff yourself. Like obviously everything can come cheaper. You can find it used, somebody pulled it out of their machine. But essentially what I'm going to focus now and use Gaggimate for the following explanation is it's already a PID. I paid $320 for this. This is a Gaggimate Pro, and you have a PID, right? So just for that, it's worth it, at least for me. Again, like I said, you don't have to, but you know, if you're getting bored or if you want to tinker, like this checks a lot of boxes for me personally, right? But now you have this, it's acting like a PID. There is a PC board inside, and it's maintaining that temperature the same way that funky PID. I mean, I can put a picture in how it looks like. But now you have it already here, plus the screen. You can use it without the screen. The Gaggiuino, you can use it without a screen. Gaggimate, you can use it without a screen. You can hook up this stuff back, and this just does what it do, and you can make your own espresso. But now, with this, you have a lot more options. Apart from creating your shot profiles. Do you want pre-infusion? Do you want this amount of pressure, that amount of pressure? How long do you want it to take? You have a timer. Like, those are features from a lot more expensive machines. So now essentially you have a couple of $1,000s worth of espresso machine here. With, I don't want to name names, but you upgraded it to a pretty high level. So apart from it having the stability, it helps with dialing in espresso. And what do I mean by that? I'm just gonna do this example because if I go deeper into what a Gaggimate can do, that's a whole nother video. But just for the sake of this, I replaced what did I do? So I had this tilt switch installed in my Eureka grinder. So this is kind of out of whack. I remember a little bit, but when you zero it, I remember the dial where approximately it was. But you can set it perfectly with this. This is a lot of help. So if you want to go traditional espresso 9 bar, this comes with 9 bar. So just a side note, this comes with 9 bar in the States because people want 9 bar, 9 bar, 9 bar, 9 bar. You replace the spring back in the day, or you can adjust it with an Allen wrench with the old Gaggia Classics. But if you wanted to go from 12 bar to 9 bar, you would replace it with a 9 bar spring. I put in a 12 bar inside here because it's always good. I mean, I double checked because I completely forgot that they come with 9 bar. So I installed a 12 bar because if you have a 9 bar spring and you want to do a 9 bar espresso, you're hitting the limit. So it's never going to be exactly at 9 bar. It's always going to be a little bit slower. But this is where Gaggimate is so good. So let's say I want a 6-bar espresso shot. I would open it up, change the spring, and now I'm at 6 bars. Here with this, you can set it up to be 6 bar at the press of a button. You don't have to open it up. You can add pre-infusion, you can add so many more things. But just from the fact, like just from the standpoint of I want a same stuff, same everything, but I just want a 6 bar shot, it's a press of a button. But for the sake of this video and simplifying everything, we have a 9 bar shot. Now let's say I already made 2 espressos. One was just to play with, I was recording a video, but one was this blooming shot. It was, again, another story, but the 9 bar was out of whack, so I adjusted the dial a little bit, and I want to see what it's gonna do. Again, it's set to 9 bar, it's set to 28 seconds, so I have an 18-gram basket. You're gonna see me now not measure anything, but I'm very familiar and I can eyeball this cup, so I'm doing it for 10 years with these cups. I know exactly where kind of the eyeball pawl is here for 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, which is what I like to drink. So let's start with weighing some coffee, and just to see the kind of walkthrough of what it feels like dialing in a standard 9 bar, 28 seconds. Again, you can adjust it to 26 seconds, no pre-infusion or nothing, just a classic shot like what you had starting off with your Gaggia Classic Pro, but just now with that PID doing its thing and maintaining temperature. Whoops. We're gonna be wetting this stuff here. Alrighty, so oh no, my apologies. I set up a timer, usually it's, I need to change it, it's all good. I don't know what I pressed. Yeah. Either way, I'll set it up later. Okay, so now we have our grinds. I'm going to shake it a little bit. Portafilter. Let's do it. Both ends of this. Perfect. Again, I don't know if it's going to be dialed in or not, but I'm just showing you how it's essentially a lot easier to dial it in. Okay, portafilter in. Again, it's set up at, whoops, it's set up at, let me rotate this, cool beans. So now we have 9 bar. Ooh. Boom, 9 bar. It's gonna go 28 seconds. And let's see what it do. Okay. Wonderful. So it's gonna count to 28 seconds. Let's see the flow here. Looks, whoops. Boom. Okay. So just slightly above this grip here, it's 1 to 3. So it should be around like 16 mil right here. And this is exactly what I wanted. And it's on my Eureka. I think I was 12. When I zeroed it, probably went a little bit off, but I kind of moved it around here. So now you essentially have your 28 second. Again, you can go down to 26. You can adjust everything that you need, and dialing in becomes infinitely easier. I don't know, infinitely, but a lot easier. You get your beautiful shot. Again, temperature, you can do different bars, you can change your profiles, you can play around, you make your own, and essentially you're back at the question of, is it worth it? Yeah, it is. Do you need it right away? No. Start with your Gaggia Classic Pro, and then if it, you know, if it doesn't work for you, that, like, if you're that particular for that stuff, most people don't, but for me personally, it's about the thrill of tinkering, changing stuff, fixing stuff. It's just makes my ADHD brain happy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll dive deeper into what Gaggimate can do. Catch you on the next one. Ta-ta!